Where's the here we are. All right, so Ryan, welcome to tonight's SHSAT lesson, number 9, Algebraic Expressions, Part 1. This lesson will also be recorded for my YouTube channel. So when we go through the classwork here, there'll also be a long online recorded version that you can see on my YouTube channel. We are currently at Columbia University's Zoom room from Teachers College in Mathematics, and welcome to tonight's 90-minute lesson. The first thing we're going to do is remember that we are focusing on lesson number 9, Algebraic Expressions Part 1. And together we'll go over a couple of traditional examples, and then you can try a few problems on your own. But before we do that, this is lesson 9 of the 33 lessons. And what I'd like you to do is take a look at the link in the chat window for SHSAT quiz number 9, where you see 2 easy, 2 mid, and 2 challenge level questions. And just like at the tutoring houses here in Brooklyn, what I'd like you to do is you can click on the link here if you need to. You can open up a fresh copy of the form, and I'll do the same thing. I'll make sure it works in the chat window. Here it is. And it should open up to a form like this, where you can enter your email address and you write your name and try the 5 questions and submit your answer down below. Because there are word problems here, there are 3 word problems, I give an extra 2 minutes. So you'll have 12 minutes actually for tonight's 5-question quiz. So you make sure that the camera's working. So again, Ryan, welcome to our SHSAT prep class. And please try the 5 questions, and I will see you in 12 minutes. Good luck. I'm starting my stopwatch here now. And good luck on SHSAT quiz number 9. At the end of 12 minutes, I'll show you step-by-step solution to each of the 5 problems in under 2 minutes. Okay, so good luck, and please begin quiz number 9. Okay, just one more minute on tonight's quiz. One more minute on SHSAT quiz number 9. Okay, so Ryan, please finish the problem that you're working on, Ryan Chen, and make sure you have an answer for all 5 questions. Go to the bottom of the Google form after filling in your name and email up above, and make your final picks in the bubbles down below for tonight's quiz. After you make your final picks and fill in an answer for the multiple choice, the school computer, when you click the purple button, will auto grade it for you. So please wrap up your work on SHSAT quiz number 9. I'll wait for you. Please type in chat when you've completed the form and submitted your answers to quiz number 9. Okay, it just arrived here on the school computer. It says that you completed tonight's quiz. Very good. And looking at your results, you did very well, Ryan. It says Ryan Chen earned 4 out of 5 correct on tonight's quiz. So what we'll do next is, in just a moment, we'll go over we'll go over step by step each of these questions. But just in the interest of saving time, I'm going to move ahead on the slides just a little bit and put down the form for tonight here. Oh, it should be down here below somewhere. And where is it? For algebraic expressions part 1. Where is that slide? Ah, here it is. It should be this link. Okay. All right, so Ryan, what now we'll do is we'll go over solutions to each of the quiz questions. Starting with question number 1, I'll show you a method to solve each problem in less than 2 minutes. For question number 1, it says 3 times x plus 7 equals 60. So one thing that we can do is we could distribute the 3, but it might save time if we just divide both sides by 3. 3 cancels 3, because 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then what's on the left side is just x plus 7. 60 divided by 3 is 20. Is 20, 20, 40, 60. And then subtracting 7, we get x equals 13. Then the expression that they want is, we want to work with the value of x over here for 9x plus 5. So we have to do 9 times 13. Put down the 7, carry the 2. And you get 117 plus 5 is 122. And the correct answer was C, 122. So notice that all I did that might have been a little different than you is by dividing by 3 makes the problem a little bit easier for me. I save about 15 seconds of time simply by doing that shortcut step. For question number 2, an operation x triangle y is defined as wherever you see x triangle y, y should be written there. You compute twice x and subtract y. You were able to decode this. Very good. All right, so if we have 10 triangle 2, that will equal 20 minus 2. And for 5 triangle 8, we'll have 10 minus 8. 18 upon 2 is 9. And you had the correct answer, A, for question number 2. Question 3 goes to mid-level. A winter flu medicine costs $18 per bottle. The school principal buys a case of 24 bottles, about like enough for the whole school, the entire school population. Each bottle has enough for 40 prescriptions. What's the cost of 1 dose? So there's a little bit of extra information here. Since we're only focusing on the 1 medicine bottle, we just need to know inside that 1 bottle that contains 40 prescriptions, what's the cost for 1? The price tag was $18. And we need to divide that by 40. Well, again, just showing you a couple of shortcuts so I can do the work faster. Cross off a 0 top and bottom. And then we have 18.0 divided by 4. 18.0 divided by 4 is the same as 9 divided by 2 is the same as 450. Wait, am I doing that right? Oh, I need to move the decimal over 1. Right? Because it was $18. So if I cross off as it, that's just a placeholder. I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, I'll just write it as $18 divided by 40. Then I'll just reduce it to 9 over $9 would be 20. And then I have it right. Then dividing by 2, $4.50 is 10 doses. So now I can move the decimal 1 to the left, but I cross off the 0. And 1 dose is 45 cents. Sorry, I wrote that down wrong because the placeholder 0 means move the decimal 1 to the left. Okay, so I would just write it as start here with 18 whole dollars so I don't make the decimal error. And then it goes to $9 and then to $4.50. Okay. All right, let's see, I haven't read these in a little bit. Was that the last one? Oh, I thought this was the hardest one. Texas college books, and you got this one. Tex buys 7 college books. And the average price for the 7 books was $13.95. And then that would be all books divided by 7. So that means that the cost of all of the books can be calculated by multiplying both sides by 7. 7 cancels 7. And the books, 7 times 13 is $91. And 7 times 9 dimes is $6.30. 7 times 5 pennies is another 35 cents. So we have to do 91 plus 665 is 97.65. And I'm just using distribution onto the dollar amount and then the dimes and the pennies. Okay. So then it says he puts 1 book back on the bookshelf, and now all the new books divided by 6 books will cost $12. So that means the new costs will be less money, will be 6 times 12 or 72. Then comparing his shopping from the large group of books, then he puts one back, that's too much. The difference is 97.65 minus 72. 5 minus 0 is 5, 6 minus 0 is 6, 7 minus 2 is 5. And the correct answer was B, which you got as well. $25.65. Very good. I'm impressed. All right, the last one. Oops, where's the annotator? Last one for tonight. Question 5 was challenge level. This is a 3D problem. And here we have the diagram below shows a cylindrical pipe that is painted gray on the outside from top to bottom. The pipe is 9 centimeters tall with a diameter of 10 centimeters. If the area of the painted portion of the pipe is A pi, what is the value of coefficient A? Well, to make this a little easier, I'll draw the pipe again here down below. Okay, so I'm drawing it for you down here. But what I'm going to do is pretend that it's like a soup can. And there's a label across the soup can. Well, what I can do with that label is I can unroll it. Like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a scissors on the label. And I'm going to roll out the label like that with the same height of the can. So in other words, I just took a scissors and I cut the label here, and then I rolled it out so that it's now a rectangle, just like the label on a soup can. Okay, notice that the top is a circular shape because it's a cylinder. So I'm going to draw little arrows going around like a carousel, right? But if you've ever on this, that's the top of the can, the cylinder. But what we're doing is we're actually taking that circle, that's the top of this rectangle now, because we've unraveled the label, right? Like if you've ever seen, right? If we had like a spool of ribbon, then we would unravel the ribbon out that way. And similarly on the bottom, it's the same thing. Well, this is the circumference. And we were told the diameter is 10. So the circumference is 10 times pi because the diameter was 10 centimeters. So that means the top of this yellow rectangle that's shaded is 10 pi. The height is the height of the cylinder pipe, and that was 9 centimeters. So to get the area, we have to do, that's the yellow, the amount of paint that you have to paint on the outside of the pipe if you were to turn it around, spin it around. It's actually a rectangle of paint. And we have the area is 10 times pi times 9, because it's the base times the height. So just putting the numbers together, 90 pi is correct. And the correct answer was 90 for question number 5. That was the only one that you can get. So very, very good job on the quiz. I'm very impressed. Normally, the 8th graders, the average score for most students is a 3 out of 5 on these quizzes. So the goal is to get 3 or better when you do these warm-up quizzes. Very good. All right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to save the slide for you. I'm going to leave it on the screen. And we're just going to take a 5-minute break. I'm just going to put some tea on and check the forms to make sure that all of the forms are set for you properly for the upcoming lesson. So again, welcome to SHSAT, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, Ryan? So we're going to take a 5-minute break. Okay, so Ryan, just one more minute, and then we'll get to today's lesson number 9 on algebraic expressions part 1 for the SHSAT. One more minute. Hey Ryan, so we're going to continue now with SHSAT lesson number 9. I'm just going to clear the screen here for from the annotator from question number 5 that we just went over. And here we go with lesson number 9. Oh, wait. I need to refresh. Let's see it. Hello? That was weird, Ryan. I got removed from the room just temporarily. So sorry, I'm back now. We're doing model problem number 1 for algebraic expressions. Can you just type 1 in chat that you can hear my voice and see the screen that's provided for you? Thanks, Ryan. All right, so going to model problem number 1, we have 10 plus 9x minus 8 minus 3x. What we do here is I'll use a highlighter so that you can stay focused on the units here, as well as the variable terms, which I'll do with a different color. Okay. So if we start with 10 plus 9x units and then subtract 8 minus 3x units, what we have to do is, first thing is distribute the negative. So be careful here. We're going to take the second term and distribute the negative sign. And then we rewrite it as negative 8. Double negative becomes plus 3x. Now the parentheses are down because we distribute the negative. Now we can group like terms. This is a common extra step on the SHSAT. Now you can put the variable terms together. Here I put 9x plus 3x, and that will add up to 12x. And then focus on the constants. Here we have 10, but now it's minus 8 because we distribute the negative, and that simplifies to 2. So we have 12x plus 2. Why is it written twice? Here, I'm going to cover that with a white card. That's a typo. That shouldn't be there. That has to be taken out of the final edit. So the correct answer is 12x plus 2, or writing the expression here, we start with the 2 units plus 12 times quantity x. This is the only one that's a match. And the correct answer was D. Notice that the correct answer, it just commuted the terms in reverse. All right, any questions on the steps in model problem number 1? Leave it on the board. You have 10 seconds to reply. Any questions on the steps? No, you're good? All right, let's go to a more advanced one. Let's go to model problem number 2. Okay, the next problem that we have as an example says, what is x squared plus 3x plus 2 plus 5 more x squareds minus 9x plus 15? Well, here we do something a little bit different than problem number 1. There is, let's see, I can put a square, right? We have 1 square plus we'll have 5 more squares. So notice that when we group like terms, we're grouping by power level. Squares go with squares. Then be careful because this isn't a square. This is 3x units. I'll use orange here. Minus 9. So when we put them into a group, in here, that's 3x minus 9x. And then lastly, for the constants, we have 2 plus 15. That goes into its own group as well. Then when all is said and done, we have, well, 6x squared minus 6x plus 17. 6x squared minus 6x plus 17 units. Looking at the answer choices, well, it can only be B or C because that is the right number of squares counted. And it is B, 6x squared minus 6x plus 17. Okay, so if you have the same variable, but there's different exponents above, remember to sort them according to the power level of the exponents. And then you'll have the correct simplified polynomial. All right, any questions on number 2, Ryan? Leave it up for 10 seconds. Any questions? No again. Very good. All right, save this. All right, so now, just to check your mastery of these ideas, I know this might be, you might have done this already with your teacher. Can you try it? Here, I give you an example of problem number 1. If you can fill it out and then type in chat window, what's your final answer? Try number 1 on your own. I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay, please begin and good luck. Problem number 1. There is that laptop. I have a box. Yes. Very, very good. You're done already. Sorry, too easy for you. You said E like excellent. Let's check the math. You're saying that 7x minus 13. Get my dark pen ready. Is equivalent to, let's see, 7x minus 13 minus 2x. So you distribute the negative plus 17. So then we have 7x minus 2x go into the first parentheses. And this group is actually minus 13 plus 17. And we get 5x plus 4. And the correct answer is E. Absolutely correct. No problem. A couple of tricky steps here. Notice that in this example as well, the distribute the negative step is present for the second group. We're subtracting positive and negative terms, so that switches, wait, this one again. All right, so very good job. All right, one more. Okay, can you try this one as well? Number 2, when you're ready, please type your answer in the chat window. What is 9x squared plus 8x minus 2 plus negative 2x squared minus 2x plus 7? All right, work it out. You think it's A? All right, just a minute. I'll be right with you. A, Ryan says. All right, quick review. I don't like the thin pen. All right, we have 9 squares plus minus 2, so minus 2 squares. Let's do that. 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, then we have 8x minus 2x. 8 minus 2 is 6x. We have minus 2 plus 7, which is 5. 7x squared plus 6x plus 5. 7x squared is A was correct. Very good. All right, A like awesome. Good job again. Very accurate, Ryan, in your work. Just do it methodically. Just doing these drill problems very well. A was exactly correct. Very good. All right, what we're going to do now is we always I'll introduce you to our worksheets. So at the tutoring house, again, stay organized. Our checklist skill, our skill for today is grouping like terms. You're doing very well at the problem so far. If you click on this link or the link in the chat window, it will open up to a practice classwork. and you'll have 20 minutes to practice these 30 problems. Now, because we have a time class and we're only going to meet for 90 minutes because we have other things to do with our evening, what I'd like you to do is just try the odd number problems. And you'll see that on this worksheet, the problems begin with easy level, then mid-level, then challenge level. So since you're only doing the odd problems, easy level are numbers 1 to 12, right? The mid-level problems are 13 to 18, the next page. And then the hardest problems in the set are 19 to 24. So all of our worksheets are the first 2 pages easy, next page is mid-level, the 4th page is challenge level, and then the 5th page are the grid-ins. So the grid-ins come last. Sorry, I didn't type this up for you. Then the grid-ins are problems 25 to 30. So what I'd like you to do now is do your best on classwork number 9 and click on the Google form. If you have extra time, you can also work on the even number problems, but it's tradition for us to just do odd problems for the odd lesson and even problems for the even lesson. So good luck on tonight's quiz. Just type in chat if there's any you need to take a break, but it's time now to practice independently these questions, this question set, odd problems for number 9. Good luck, and I'll see you in 20 minutes. I'm leaving the chat here in front of me, so if you need any setup steps. All right, good luck. Okay, Ryan, just 3 more minutes on tonight's classwork. What I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to put the answers up on the screen for you to see, but keep working with the Google form. And when you're ready to submit your work, it should auto grade it for you. These are the solutions to tonight's classwork. We always share them in class at the tutoring house. But take your time. Make sure that you answer as many problems as you can when you're working them out. Just 3 more minutes. Good luck. So Ryan, please take a break from the problem that you're working on, and then make sure you submit your answers to any problems that you did for classwork number 9. And the computer will auto grade it for you. Just make your final selections. It doesn't matter if you didn't do all 15 of the odd numbered problems or not. But that is time that we have for tonight here at Columbia Teachers College Zoom. Then in chat, any you would like to review? And just type the number in the chat window say you want to go over question number 7, or work with question number 15 was tricky, or question number 23 or 29, just type the number in the chat window. Otherwise, I'll pick one easy level, one mid-level, and one challenge level question so we can wrap up for tonight, so that you're more confident with what you will face on the SHSAT. All right, so take your time as you fill out the forms. And oops, I'm gonna refresh because I set up the carousel so that we could go over any question I can choose. Okay, thank you, Ryan. All right, again, thank you for being here and supporting the development of this course. It has been used at tutoring houses in Brooklyn for the last 10 years. And what I'll do is I'll pick one easy, one mid, and one challenge level with an odd value. All right, let's go over question 9 because it's good to stay organized. The first 12 are easy level. What I'll do is I'm going to stack the sets here, and we're using addition. But I'll stack them on top of each other, just like an abacus or like placeholders, ones, tens, and hundreds, right? So then what you'll see here is I'll highlight it so you get what I mean. This is like the ones column. The X variable is like the tens column, and this is like the hundreds column. So then we can combine like terms. And we have, just go vertically. -7 minus 5 is -12. 3x plus 17x is 20x, right? It's just the x terms, and the squares we don't carry. We just stay in the same column when we do this. 4x squared plus 20x minus 12. So the correct answer to number 9 would be D, 4x squared plus 20x minus 12. All right, any questions on number 9? And here I'm just going of stacking them, making sure that they're grouped in descending order with the square term first, the x term, and the constant last. No? Okay, take your time. Oh, there it is. Says you just worked it out and just submitted. And you earned 12 correct out of the ones that you tried. I'm very impressed. In 7th grade. Very, very good, Ryan. I'm impressed. Let's see how you did. Okay, easy level, you got 2 out of 3 on the first page. So you can get number 3. And then you got all 3. So you got 5 out of 6 on the easy level. And then you got 2 out of 3 on the mid level. And then you got 2 out of 3 on the challenge level. I am very impressed. And then you got all of the grade-ins. Let's go over your errors. There aren't that many. Only got 3 errors. Questions 3, 13, and 21. Let's see what happened with those. Very good, Ryan. All right, hold on just a second. So there's that 3, 13, and 21. So going back to question number 3. Where is it? It was 3. I don't have a slide for question 3. That's odd. I'm sure I did. All right, hold on. I'm gonna find the photos. I have the sub files down here. Do I have question 3? Yeah, 13 squares. All right, sorry. I'll add it to the carousel in just a moment. That's so weird. That's the one problem that wasn't saved. Step this. All right, I'll be right with you. Let me just refresh the slide carousel. And back to work we go. That was the quiz. Oh, here it is. So this one was 13x squared minus 5x squared plus 1. So the squares go together. Wait, what did you put down? Maybe you just bubbled it in wrong. It says 3 should be E. 13 minus 5 is 8. Let's write it out. 13 13x squared minus 5x squared. The squares are together, and then there's a plus 1. So 13 minus 5 is 8 squares. Then you put 9, so you went too fast. Okay, speed error. Make sure you double check your answers. You should have had that one. Any questions on that error, Ryan? You still there? Am I muted? Ryan, you still with me? No questions? All right, yeah, just figure out every point counts. And you have a good chance of getting like 90% or higher on the math at this already. So very good work on these problem solving problems. All right, let's go to what was the next one? According to the data sheet here, you got all the other easy level questions right. Question 13. Scroll down to 13. 13, another one where you have to distribute the negative. So here we go. We have 7x squared plus 8 minus 4 minus 2x squared, because we have to bring the negative into the back set. So we're subtracting those units. So we have 7 squares minus 2 squares, 7, 6, 5x squared. Then I'll use a different color. We have 8, take away 4 is 4. 5x squared plus 4. Again, I can't emphasize it enough. If your mind starts to play tricks on you, just use a highlighter. Just help you stay organized, right? Just put like the squares in orange. It makes it fun too. It makes it so that you just get the work done, right? So, or underline it. I remember if I didn't have a highlighter, I would put like circles around the constants. So, and then put squares around the squares, around the x squared terms, put a square. Then I just put a circle around the constant so that I would make fewer errors. So it's 5x squared plus 4. The correct answer was B. What did you put? According to the computer, you put E. 9x squared? Oh, because you didn't put the negative over here. It's only one error, Ryan. That should have been, the error is the back square. It's negative now. Yeah. All right. Any questions on the error on number 13? There's that one when you distribute the negative. No, you totally got it. Okay, excellent work. Last error was correct. Question 21. All right, scroll down the carousel to 21. It says here, this one's interesting. It says subtract this minus this. Advanced level. So we have to distribute twice. We're getting 5 times this amount minus 2 of this set. So we'll do them separately. So 5, 2 squares plus 7x plus 3. So that will become 10x squared plus 35x plus 15. Then we're going to take away 2 times 3x squared plus 2x minus 9. So that will equal minus 6x squared minus 4x. Negative times a negative is a positive 18. And then I'll use my highlighter tool, just I'm doing it like place value. The constants, the x terms, and the squared terms as 3 separate calculations. Here we go. 15 plus 18 is plus 33. So it has to be A or B. What I'm saying is that eliminates C, D, and E, right? Because it has the wrong constant term. Then, going back to my calculations, 35 minus 4 is plus 31x. And then 10x squared minus 6x is 4 squares. 4x squared plus 31x plus 33. Says the correct answer to number 21 was A. A like awesome. So, by the way, very, very good work on this quiz. You only had on this worksheet today. Got 12 out of 15. Okay, so those were the only 3 errors. All right, so thank you so much, Ryan, for joining me tonight. Let me just check your email here on the school computer. Again, due to privacy, I see that it's a Gmail account, but I won't share it with the public because this is a recording. But what I'll do is I'll send you the links to the files for this course. You've already donated, and it's free to access. You don't need a password or login at this point. So I'll send you the files up to lesson 9 so far. And we're going to meet again next week. So hopefully you can join me on Wednesday nights if you'd like to prepare for the SHSAT. If your mom or dad would like to hire me as a private tutor, I can do that as well if this time is not good for you. But again, I will send you the forms as a courtesy to you spending time with me here on the Columbia Zoom to work on some SAT math. This is my Wix website for tutoring. I've been doing this for over 15 years for grades 5 to 12, as well as college and graduate school math students. My students have been accepted into the SHSAT schools after studying with me, have gone to college programs after studying the SAT, Regents tests, AP exams, and the graduate record exam. It's been a really fun journey for me being a tutor for the last 15 years. And do you have any questions for me tonight before we stop for this evening for lesson 9? Anything at all, Ryan? All right, these are the links. We're going to meet again. Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you for joining and studying with me. And you're really making your parents proud when you sit and you do your schoolwork. You're really doing your job well here. 12 out of 15. So next week we meet at 7 p.m. I hope you can join me then. Again, I'll send a little email package from my Gmail account to yours. And hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks again to you and your mom and dad. Okay, bye-bye, Ryan. Thank you. Okay, good night.